Hi guys, Linda here. Okay, so I'm going to do my January card. I'm just recovering from COVID. I've had all my shots, so it's a breakthrough case. I'm still a little congested, but it's been really crazy. Have no idea actually where I got it. I'm pretty careful, but who knows? Anyway, so the card I'm going to make for January is this card. I have 9 of them made already. And it's an old set. I was just looking for the bag that it came in, but I can't find it. Yeah, I have a little foggy brain too. That's part of this COVID thing, I guess. Anyway, and it's probably the Omicron one because that's the one that's going around here like crazy. So back to the card. So what I've done so far to prep this card is I've stamped it with this stamp. And then I took and stamped on another piece of paper and just laid it on here. And then I took some Distress ink, Salty Ocean, and a little dauber and just inked all of it. Now I just need to color it and put it together. I've also cut out the reindeer here. This is a Tim Holtz die. Sophie's right in front of me and she's covering up my whole view of what I'm doing. Oh, you can see her tail. So I cut that out and I used black cardstock and some tape on the back of it. So that's ready to go. So I just need to color this. Been doing a lot of coloring. What I did first, because there are these tiny little lines here for the windows. So I just went in there and did that first because I thought, well, if some red gets on there, it'll be okay. It's kind of hard to stay in these little lines with a brush, but I do love my Copic markers. So these were the first ones that I bought. I forget which, I think these are the original. I forget what they're called, but they're the ones with a square. And I like those because they have a, you know, really hard, sharp point. And I'm not sure if I can get those for these. I probably can. So I've been doing a lot of coloring, a lot of watching videos, a lot of listening to my books. I just finished Trevor Noah's book. Oh my gosh, that is so good. And now I'm listening to the book about Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks player. Two really, really good books. Two young men that grew up. Oh my gosh, it just amazes me the conditions that they grew up in and what they've done with their lives. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the red. And see, red is so hard because you can't, it spreads and it can't be erased. Like you can use the 000 and push color back, eliminate color, highlight color, but with red it's just really hard if you go out of the lines to correct that. So I'm just filling in these little tiny triangles, which don't really look like triangles, but there's so much more to this card than these little triangles that I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Okay, then these triangles are a little easier to fill in. It's been very, very cold here this week. And so I haven't been Well, I haven't been out of my condo because I'm afraid of giving COVID to anybody. And it turned out that I think 3 other people in the condo have it, so who knows? I felt like I was getting, well, I had taken down my Christmas tree and it was really dusty. So I felt like I was having like a allergic reaction. You know, maybe the start of a sinus infection. So that's what set me in. I thought, okay, I need to, I'm going to need an antibiotic if this turns into a sinus infection. And when I called, they said, you know, it could be COVID, so we want you to come. You don't go in at the clinic where I am. If they think you have COVID, they have these like garages set up outside the clinic. I think there's 5 of them. And they want you to pull in there, and then they come out and give you a COVID test and, you know, check any other symptoms you may have. And then, you know, it's like 5 minutes and then you're gone, and they call you. It was like 3 days later because there's so many people getting tested. And they said, you know, after 5 days that I could go out, but I just don't feel that good, and I'm so afraid of giving it to anybody. All right, so then for the snow, I just took like an N1 and just did a little gray on there to make it look like it had, you know, snow isn't always really white. Give it a little shadow. Try to push back some of that red, which just makes a big mess, so it's not worth trying. All right, and then, then I want to do here too. All right, and then I just took a green, this is YG09, and I'm just going to go inside here where the snow didn't hit the tree. So, you know, I'm in Wisconsin, and we've hardly had any, well, there's snow up north, I guess, and snow has been hitting Chicago, but we hardly have any snow. We have cold. It is very cold, like 8 degrees. It's supposed to warm up, though, today to 20. I was hoping to go visit people in Arizona or Florida this winter. But now with this COVID stuff, I think I'm staying where it's cold. Okay. Then I did take one of my little brushes. Where is it? This really little brush. And just kind of went around here a little closer, because when I cut the mask out, I didn't go quite so close. A lot of times when I color, I go around the edge, the outside, with it's B000, which is kind of like this. I just didn't want this to be so stark white. Okay, so then I put on the die cut next because I wanted it kind of behind the sentiment. Get these little pieces out of here. Oops, not so good. Well, I can fix that. All right, so then I want to put it so it can only hang over just a little bit. Let's see, I gotta repair this. And then I see I have another little piece here. My pretty little pokey tool from Therese. I use this thing all the time. Okay. Oh, that's supposed to go up there a little bit more than that. There, that's what it's supposed to go. Okay, better put that on there. All right, and then I have the Merry Christmas, and I put a couple of pop dots on there. This is just a really old set. I kind of gone through my drawer of Christmas stamps and dies and stuff and deciding, you know, I need to use these. So this little stamp is part of this set. And all I did was took a gel pen, a glittery gel pen, and filled in Merry Christmas, Happy New Year on there. And I'm just going to put that on here. And then I have a card base ready. And the sentiment on the inside says, may the joy of family and friends be your greatest gift this year. And hopefully family and friends can get together. My son came from Texas for Christmas, and he, a whole bunch of people at his work had COVID before he left, but this was like a week or two before he left, and he, you know, tested 3 times, and the day of that he flew out. So I really don't think I got COVID from my son. I think I did go to dinner on New Year's Eve. I went early at 5 o'clock, but none of the workers in the restaurant were wearing masks. And then by the time I left, it was really, really crowded. So that could have been a place. We had a bunch of workers in the condo, painters, and they weren't wearing masks. So, you know, it could be, I was wearing a mask, except at the restaurant. You don't when you eat. So who knows where it came from. That's the worst part. And I don't really know if it was Omicron, but by the symptoms that I had, it seemed similar to what they're saying, this cough and, you know, kind of a sore throat and stuff. Anyway, so that is my card. See inside, I have I have to stamp my back. And this stamp I got from Christina in, I think it's Canada that she lives. Long time ago. And that's the one I use that I have. It was on a little clear plastic, but I cut it off and put it on this piece of foam. It had like a barcode on it, but it just wasn't stamping good that way, but it worked good on this. This was just a little piece of packing foam. And then I just need to put it with an envelope and it's all set to go. So I've been working on my Christmas cards. I have at least the first 6 months, I think, designed. So hopefully you'll continue to watch my Christmas card 2022 series this year. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay healthy, wear your mask, get your shots, because I am so thankful that I have as little symptoms as I have compared to what I could have, thanks to the shots and wearing masks and washing hands. Have a great day. Bye.